How big a loss is this for Nintendo and for the gaming industry?
This is a huge loss for Nintendo and for the gaming industry. If you look at the executives who have run the gaming companies, well, not just the hardware companies or the software companies, such as Microsoft or Sony, Iwata-san, had the gaming development background. He was a gamer at heart, and he was somebody who was through and through a gamer, and not necessarily just a multimedia guy. And so, I mean, he's heartfelt by everybody, and there's no surprise it's all over Twitter and worldwide today.
We heard from Reggie Fils-Aimé, another Nintendo gaming executive, who told us it will be years before his impact on both Nintendo and the full video game industry will be fully appreciated. For those of us fortunate enough to work closely with him, what will be remembered most were his mentorship and especially his friendship. Max, you actually spent a lot of time in the gaming space when you were working on Slide. What do you think about this loss?
It's a tragedy, frankly. Man was in his prime, and he would have made another tremendous set of contributions. The thing that sort of stood out for me when I was studying his work, when I was working on Slide, he reinvented the rules every time he didn't like the battle. He went up against PlayStation and Microsoft's Xbox 360 by creating this tiny, low-powered console and redefining what it meant to play games at home. He introduced the physical games that Nintendo Wii was so famous for. He just created an entire new category out of it, mostly because he realized that he couldn't beat the other guys. And so his inventiveness was just amazing, and it's very sad to hear him go.
So, PJ, where does Nintendo go from here? I mean, what do you see in terms of future partnerships, in terms of the most important products right now, and who's next to lead this company?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think if you go back to what you highlighted in Reggie's quote earlier, Iwata's legacy is really that not only did he find the secret sauce with the Wii U and with the Wii and create something that was a great legacy of hardware, but he's also helped transition the company into the digital age and set them up with new revenue streams that they've never seen before. That partnership with DNA on the mobile front is going to be a significant piece for them moving forward. They talked about amusement parks coming forward. They're now into the toy business with the Amiibos, which you're going to see plenty of this holiday season everywhere at retail here in the U.S. And then you have the next likely logical expansion, which would be, what do you do with the IP with TV and movies? So all these things are coming. They've been set up by Iwata with his leadership, and these are things that we will see for years to come. As far as who goes next, you mentioned Reggie. Reggie's a great gentleman who's running North America and the Americas quite successfully. I'm not sure if they bring somebody over from the U.S. or do they stay locally and stay within somebody with a Japanese corporate culture background. I think you're going to hear about Mr. Miyamoto, but I think it'll be internal and likely from Japan.